Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the preview of the 10 o'clock news. Yep, it is all people are talking about, Hurricane Irma. And we are covering every possible angle that you all are talking about. Just taking a look at all of our reporters we have on standby right now. Corley Peel is down at the beaches. So she's covering the beaches right now. Let's see. Destiny is also out. She's focusing on the Department of Transportation. And Kent Justice actually has a couple of stories tonight. He's got one in the 10 o'clock news and one in the 11 o'clock. So I am running a little bit behind with Facebook Live. He is getting ready for the 10 o'clock news, as is Mary. But take a look at everybody. You can tell that I'm reading your notes because I'm squinting. I really need to put on some glasses. Let me see. Do I have glasses so I can actually see what you're writing? Is it going to hit Tennessee? Haley Everidge. Immokalee. I cannot see. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. These are just Walmart specials. I grabbed them so I could actually read. Ah, there we go. Brian Wright, do you think these are smoking hot? From Puerto Rico. Oh my goodness, Myra Pacheco from Puerto Rico. Hurricane party in Yulee. My goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go bother John Gahn and see. He's doing a weather update right now. So, okay, he just finished. We have actually somebody joining us from Puerto Rico. Yeah, who is watching and waiting and
here, come around.
Seems to be upbeat.
Come around. Yeah, they should be upbeat.
But everybody has got so many questions for you.
Okay, wait, let me show you. This is a radar loop that I'm following. This is out. This is a radar. Hi, everybody.
Hi, John Gahn.
So this is a radar loop, and this is out of Guadalupe, I think. There's Guadalupe right there. St. John's, Anguilla. And you can see the eye of the hurricane right in through here. By the way, that eye is very powerful, 25-mile wide eye. And so these bands of red and orange represent the super severe thunderstorms that are producing winds up to 200 miles an hour. Yeah. So again, their threat is there. But here's the good news. The good news is, as we look to Puerto Rico, this storm is going to go just to the north, and that means you guys in Puerto Rico will be on the weak. You'll be on the weak side of the storm. Yeah. So there's some very, very good news because that's what is expected. I think that's how it'll play out.
Now, with all these questions that are coming in, I'm with William Barber. He says these people didn't watch the Florida governor. Yeah, the governor spoke and gave out the updates at about 6:30 this afternoon. Right. But a lot of people missed it because they were driving home from work or what have you. So
all I have to say, I don't know what the governor went through other than the fact that get ready. That's all I heard. It was like 10 minutes going, get ready, get ready, get ready. Now, are you getting ready? So
Tommy Cummin says hi, by the way.
Hi.
Maurice Proctor too.
So the point of it is that the governor was just trying to get everybody kind of geared up. So I was going to show you something positive. And we're going to talk about this live on the air coming up here in a few minutes.
Is it still intensifying as from
we've reached we can't get much bigger than this.
Will they make a new Category 6? Ashley Burrell is asking.
Who knows? Don't think so. So here's the 8 o'clock advisory, and they'll come out with the 10 o'clock or the 11 o'clock here soon. Look at those wind gusts.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
Yes.
All right, so here's where it gets very, very interesting, and this is very, very important. So, Joy, let me explain to everybody. The big story here at 10 is the fact that the forecast models are diverging again. Remember, we watched those models, and they tend to track right on top of each other? Well, they do track on top of each other for about 3 days, but already by the time we get to Saturday, they start separating here. That's a lot of separation. And not only is it a lot of separation here, but watch what happens after this. The, one model, which is the Euro, goes right over Cuba, but the GFS does not. Here, let me slow it down. This is slow it down. The GFS says it's never going to touch the state. So again, everybody's like, how could that be? Well, here's the answer. The models run 4 times a day and have always seen one of the 4 La La Land. So we have to wait till tomorrow to see a couple more, maybe 4 more model runs from the GFS and or the Euro to suggest that either it is going to go towards the Carolinas and away from Florida, or we're back on track for Florida. So tonight there's a glimmer of hope, and that's what we're going to talk about at 10.
All right, we'll take one good look at this, at these 2 models John's talking about. One there, one here. They're splitting.
And that's unusual.
It is unusual.
Yeah, and especially when we look at the details, this, again, misses Jacksonville altogether. But wait. Oh, I have to put that one back in.
Oh.
But what happens is that that other model does come right over us, the Euro, and it does bring huge wins. So I'm here to tell you, we have a glimmer of hope, but we've got 4 days to battle this thing, and we'll be talking more about it at 10.
All right. Thank you, John. Gone. Appreciate that. Okay. Goodness gracious. Everybody is now. See, this is kind of crunch time for the newscast. So I know Mary's in the makeup room. I'm not gonna go in there and make her show us her curlers.
Some people are kind of out and some people are not. So I needed her to have correct information.
This is Karina. Hi! Who is in for Bethany. And there's Nick, who is in for Robert. Robert's back, though, from Texas, helping out there in Texas, right?
Yes, he is back. He's just getting a couple days of rest and relaxation before he jumps into the crazy.
Gotcha. So he goes from one
Storm
extreme situation, to one back here at home. How are we looking? Everything's looking good? And
We're looking good.
All IRMA all the time.
All IRMA all the time. We're getting a lot of emails and photos sent in to us tonight from you all. Just places you guys are finding with empty shelves, empty for bread and batteries and water. We've also been getting a lot of photos of long lines at gas stations and photos of gas stations that are out of regular gas and only have premium or have like taped up gas stations. So we've been seeing a lot of that kind of stuff. We've also been getting reports too of just, tanker trucks coming in to refill the gas stations and water shipments coming in the morning. So if you guys didn't have any luck today on supplies, we're told a lot will be back on the shelves tomorrow morning. So that's the good news there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nick.
That must be a 10 p.m. producer thing.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
don't.
it is. Well, it's because I always bother them when it's like just before their newscast. And so, hey, you moved the Alexa to in between you guys. Is that because you guys are going to have like a little something going on, like a?
Stress relief, we just tell Alexa to tell us jokes.
Did Alexa give you jokes?
Oh, Alexa tells you jokes and she plays music.
Hey, you just took it away. Why don't you take it away, Nick?
Nick's grouchy.
Why is he cranky today? Because he's sitting in Robert's seat. That's what it is. Oh,
Right.
Nick.
It's Robert.
Don't make me. I mean, don't. I can call you Bobby if you want me to.
You call me whatever you
Call him
like.
Nikki.
Nikki.
It's a funny one.
Nikki.
All that needs.
Golly.
Do we know what WPLG is?
Okay.
Because
Nick doesn't
No.
want to play today.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Right. I see all of your questions. A lot of you have tons of questions about the hurricane. John was able to answer some of them. But if you guys tune in at 10 o'clock on the 10 o'clock news, you'll be able to catch. He'll be at the top of the newscast and all throughout it. So he will be able to give you the latest on everything. And plus, there will be a new advisory coming out just before at 11 o'clock tonight anyway. So if you tune in at 11, you'll be able to see the very latest on the track of Hurricane Irma. All right. Thank you for joining me. We'll make it earlier next time. Maybe Nick, maybe I like it. William Rambowski says maybe Nick needs a Snickers. Maybe Nick needs a Snickers.
You think? I can get you a Snickers, Nick.
no, I have my own
Jim Piggott has candy back there.
individually wrapped.
Individually wrapped. Would you like a Snickers? No? Okay. Golly.
Crank a dank. Okay. We'll see you at 10 o'clock. Thanks. And we'll join each other earlier tomorrow night so we can hang out longer. How about that? Okay. Thank you. See you.